Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica Emery, the happy CEO that helps women catalyze their dreams into cash flow. I am obsessed with business and just helping women's dreams come true. I love manifesting things and I just love collaboration, which is what I just did, and that is what the topic of today's video is. So I just popped off of a call that I was the host of for an entrepreneurial group here in Charleston that I joined, and due to the snow, we were online today versus being in person, but it was so much freaking fun, just like a mastermind where you go around the room and, you state your celebration and then your ask. So in this group, this was coming off of another meeting that we had done recently where we were talking about subconscious programming and all of that. So today was more of a deep dive on, okay, what are you up against right now in your business with your mindset and limiting beliefs, your confidence, things like that, versus more superficial business. That will be next week. Like a team member just left, what do I do? Kind of thing. But here's the thing. Do you see what I'm even saying? Like women plugging in to a network, to a group of other women that they are in alignment with is everything. So speaking to you, are you in a group with other women that you are in alignment with, meaning like you have the same beliefs and thoughts and things like that, because there is so much power to the collective and you are the questions that you ask. So in entrepreneurship, so often we're doing it on our own. We own a business, whether you're in brick and mortar or you're in the online space, it's you, like me, myself, and I, right? Like when I'm here. If I wasn't plugged into multiple groups, actually, I like to be plugged into a lot of different networks. I don't know. I would be spinning the F out. So I have just found that it really helps, one, to get myself out of my head and talk about what my ideas are, because it lights me up even more. I get more and more excited. I get feedback from people and sometimes ideas, and sometimes it's like gas to the spark to make it a fire to like take it to market right away. I mean, so many things happen when you are plugged in. I also plug into groups of women that are ahead of me. And I was just mentioning to the women like that are doing $1 million days. Like I would have never thought that was possible. Never. Even as a dentist, back when. And now I see it's possible with many. And it's like, yes, when you see what is possible, there's no going back from that. So it's like, what is the threshold that you hold? And like, what do you want to calibrate to? Like, get in the room with those people. And yes, you might feel a little bit like wobbly at first, but it should really ignite you to be like, yes, if they can do it, I can do it too. So the power of a group, so important. Find your group, whether it's a mastermind or mentorship is great too with one-on-one, finding your person, yes, but I still believe in the group, which is why Happy CEO Club, the first calls and doors open for February. It's going to be a hybrid of both because I so believe in the power of going deep with the one-on-one, specifically getting your questions asked and being able to move you in business specifically, but also you being in the room with other people so that you can learn from their questions, because we all go through the same things ultimately. So on the call I was just on, that was, everyone's questions are almost the same. Like, I scrolling all the time. Social media. What happens in business? You lose track of time because you're online and you go down the rabbit hole. And what happens with that is that you disconnect from yourself. You start comparing yourself to others. They're further along than you. That looks better than you. You're disconnecting. So you want to come back to yourself, why you got into business, your vision, like stay the course, and then have other women that are your entrepreneurial business besties to hold the vibe with you. Like when you're all super excited about what you're doing, the sky isn't even the limit. And collaborations are insane. So I have a podcast. I was saying to the women, they have businesses. I was like, let's get you on the podcast. And now that I'm here on YouTube, I'm actually going to bring a lot of those podcasts, because I record them, to YouTube. So depending on how you like to consume content, you can either listen to it or you can watch it. But I love hearing women's stories, again, because we're all growing through the same things, ultimately. It's just that some are ahead of us, and some that may have a dream on their heart just get inspired and then they start. So this is the point, right? And so when we are collaborating, so many good things come out of it. Like, so much goodness. Everyone's like lit up for the entire day. And what's also so amazing, in one of my groups, someone from YouTube just actually jumped into my Happy CEO group and just wrote a whole blurb. And I was so excited because she is a Shopify expert, and I was literally just thinking about my Shopify store for some products that I want to launch. So I had a Shopify store for my whitening product a few years ago, and I have some ideas about what I want to do with Shopify moving forward. And she's an expert. I never was. And I say you don't have to be an expert, right? You can do it scared and just start, for sure. But if you want things to scale in your life and in your business, you're going to hire someone that is ahead of you, that has done the thing and scaled the businesses, right? So I thought that was so cool, and she's so cool. She's also an author and does all these things. And there's just so much power to the collective, us like all coming together as one. The people that are supposed to be together, drawn to one another. If you're watching me right now, like I said, we probably are in alignment on the same frequency, or you wouldn't see me here, or you wouldn't stay. I'm literally just jumping into these videos and speaking because I'm doing 365 to what I'm feeling in the moment. We'll see where they go. But business is the day-to-day. I was speaking to the women as well on how I was in brick and mortar, very just living in that masculine paradigm of the hustle culture, and then quantum leaped into this space and completely stepped into the more flowy, going in flow creative space, the feminine, but it's always going to be a dance of the masculine and feminine, right? But there are so many blocks that you can come up against that are subconscious that you don't even know you have, unless another person shines their mirror on you and their light, so that you can be made aware of that thing. So then you can alchemize that thing and move. There is so much excitement in the collective. So I'm gonna keep this video short and just say, find your tribe. Find your people, invest in yourself. Money loves to move, and when you put your hand up and you invest in yourself and you spend something that makes you uncomfortable, good. You cannot ask for someone to pay you in your business what you have not spent on yourself. So when you invest in yourself, the universe is like, okay, she's serious. I'm going to give her more of that, where that came from. The more you put your hand up for yourself, the more you will receive. It's law, actually. And it's a universal law. But you will see this when you trust and you move forward. Because if you do not, and you stay in a scarcity and lack victim mentality, you are going nowhere in life but staying miserable and stuck. And who wants to be there? I mean, some people choose to be there. I don't know why. I cannot. That is not my playing field. But, if you have a dream on your heart, it was put in you for you, you must move with that. You must take it and bring it to life. Will you fail? Maybe. But it's okay, because every failure you fail forward is a learning lesson to make you stronger and make you pivot into something else that will be even better. You just have to trust the process and walk with people. Like I said, and the more that you fall and you're surrounded by cheerleaders, and the more you feel into your feelings, like I said, the quicker you're going to be able to just alchemize that feeling and move and step forward to create your next thing and your next thing and your next thing, which are going to be bigger and better. And it's all just going to be amazing. So just start. Find your people, your business besties. It can be, like I said, maybe you have, one, but then also find a group, whether they're online or they're in person or hybrid. Find a collective and a group. Happy CEO Club I will be hosting, which will be, like I said, the hybrid. I also am doing something, partnering with a very good friend, and she is just brilliant. She's a book channel and has 8 books of her own. She's a best-selling author, and I'm also partnering with her to bring people in that want to write a book and have a book on their heart, because I was also just speaking to my group here, and there are a couple of want to be authors, and it's so healing to just write the book, but so many people hold back because they don't know where to start and they stay stuck. But when you're in that group and you're like, well, hey, I know this person and she's brilliant, it's like, well, yay, it's freeing, right? Like, wow, I didn't know that. Now I can move on that thing. And this is what we're here for, is to move, 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 move. Energy loves to flow. There's always an outer flow of energy going on, and we have an inner energy, right? Chakras, an inner energy always flowing, and then there's an outer flowing. And when our inner flow meets our outer flow, we are like going, we are manifesting, and life is amazing. When we choose to block holding some kind of belief, like program, like living in shadow, then the inner flow cannot flow. It's stuck. Our power is trapped within us, just dying to get out, but the outside is still flowing. But you're not going to manifest. Things aren't going to come into fruition that much faster. So when you learn this, when you're aware of this, when you wake up and you're like, today is going to be a great day, and you regulate your nervous system for the day to move, like I said, and then you're always plugged into a community and other people that are high vibe, oh girl, you are on your freaking way. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I am actually, one of my visions for this channel was to get to 10K by the end of the year. Slowly but surely we are creeping, because it was my 13th wish on Magical Nights, and I know that wish was given to me for me to show up here, and I've committed to being here. So I am looking for my people. If you're one of them, like I said, please subscribe. It would be amazing. And please comment, join my Happy CEO free Facebook group if you want to have a conversation, if you want to go deeper. We have, like I said, the club opening its doors, which is going to be amazing. That's going to be a tight proximity. Like I said, just one-on-one. I want to go more one-on-one depth to collapse time for people, in community versus more one-on-ones. And I'm so pumped about it, because the women will have the women, and it's going to be amazing. So, all right, that's it for today. I'll see you on the next video.